If you watched my earlier videos about the Ducati Panigale V4, you probably know I've always respected this machine. It's loud, it's aggressive, it's exotic. It's the kind of bike that makes you stop scrolling. But today, I want to question something. Is it possible that we've been hypnotized by the badge? Because the more I looked at the numbers, and I mean really looked, the more I started wondering if we've been ignoring something sitting right next to it. And that something is the Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R. Now before Ducati fans start typing, hear me out. When you first see the Panigale V4, it feels special. The bodywork is sculpted like a concept bike. The single-sided swing arm, the winglets, the sound of that V4 engine. It doesn't just look expensive, it feels expensive. And at around $30,000 depending on spec, it absolutely is. On paper, the Panigale V4 pushes around 210 horsepower from its 1,103 cubic centimeters V4 engine. It's brutally fast. The electronics package is MotoGP inspired. Traction control, slide control, wheelie control, engine brake control. It's a technological masterpiece. But then you look at the ZX-10R, and suddenly things get interesting, because for roughly $18,000, the ZX-10R gives you around 200 horsepower from a 998 cubic centimeters inline-4. It has fully adjustable suspension, Brembo brakes, advanced rider aids, quick shifter, launch control, and here's the uncomfortable question. On a real road, are you using that extra 10 horsepower from the Ducati? Are you exploiting the exotic V4 character? Or are you mostly riding at 60 to 120 kilometers per hour like everyone else? That's where my perspective started to shift. The Ducati feels like an event every time you start it. The engine character is raw and mechanical. There's vibration. There's drama. It demands attention. The Kawasaki, on the other hand, feels calculated, precise, almost clinical. It doesn't shout as loudly, but it delivers performance in a way that feels extremely efficient. And that's the key difference. Emotion versus value. The Panigale V4 is about theater. It's about presence. When you park it, people notice. When you rev it, heads turn. The ZX-10R? It's more understated. But on a racetrack, it's brutally effective. It's a world superbike-developed machine with serious pedigree. It's not trying to impress you with exotic architecture. It's trying to win. And here's what really made me pause. The performance gap between these two bikes is much smaller than the price gap. We're talking roughly a $12,000 difference. That's another motorcycle. That's gear for 5 years. That's track days for a long time. So is the Panigale V4 overpriced? I wouldn't say that. But is it possible that we're paying a premium for the experience rather than the performance? Yes, absolutely. And that doesn't make it bad. It just makes it emotional. The Ducati is an object of desire. It's art with a license plate. It makes ownership feel special. There's history behind that red paint. There's racing DNA, sure, but there's also prestige. The Kawasaki feels more like a weapon. Efficient, focused, no unnecessary drama. It doesn't care about being exotic. It cares about lap times. And for many riders, that's more than enough. I'm asking whether we sometimes confuse exclusivity with superiority. Because when you strip away the badge, the marketing, the Instagram aura, what you're left with are two machines that are both insanely fast. One costs significantly more, and the other quietly delivers 95% of the performance for a lot less money. That realization changed how I look at this segment. It's not Ducati versus Kawasaki. It's emotion versus logic. And depending on what kind of rider you are, either answer can be right. So now I'm curious. If you had the money in your hand right now, no brand loyalty, no pressure, which one would you choose? The dramatic Italian V4 or the precise Japanese inline-4? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you enjoyed this kind of deeper breakdown, not just specs but perspective, make sure to like, subscribe, and stick around. We've got a lot more to talk about. See you in the next one.